Alright, here's a quick update for you on the SpeedPaint Touch Ups. So we've gone through and touched up the models. If you look at the previous videos, you'll see this guy was primed with the Army Painter White. I had a pretty big splotch of green that I got on this leather strap there. If you look really close, you can kind of see, it's hard to see on the camera, there's a little bit of that green still kind of showing through the white right there. But it covered over pretty well. So I'm going to say I'm not too worried about it. The thing I'm going to be more worried about, I think, is other places where I wasn't careful. So the moral of the story is be careful, paint inside the lines. Alright, so this guy I was kind of just not careful with and just kind of, got this stuff outside the lines. There's some of these other guys, I actually, like this guy here, his teeth, I actually just painted his whole face green. When I go to touch up those teeth and then put that bone color over them, kind of worried about that. Though also, this gray is going to be really interesting to see that bone color over anyways. Here, I did do a little bit of touch up with his teeth with that, the bone color, and actually got a little bit of touch ups on the green here. You see I got a little bit of white that still should be green right there. But overall, SpeedPaint's still doing pretty good. But you can just see it here's I put a little bit of white kind of on the side here. Come on, focus, focus. And it's just a little bit, it's just kind of a little bit showing through. There we go. This guy here, the guy that's painted with or primed with the brush-on primer. The brush-on primer, you can kind of see is this little wristband was the big one on him that I messed up. And it's looking kind of alright. I think actually this brush-on primer worked better at doing the touch-up than any of the other colors. Got a little bit on his teeth there as well that I touched up. So I think this is pretty good, though I still think that this brush-on primer color is maybe a little bit too dark for the speed paint. Here's the guy who has the Citadel Gray Sear. He had a little bit on his teeth, and I got a little bit of green I got a touch up on here too, and in his eye. But you can see this little bit here. You kind of see that there's a little bit of kind of green showing through. I'll put teeth color on there. We'll see if that shows through or not. Really curious how this guy's going to go with those teeth. I didn't mess up his teeth too bad, but I haven't really touched it up. You see I've got a little bit of touch-ups to do kind of on this side. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. See a little bit of touch-ups to do on this side here. Though again, on the Death Guard green, I'm curious to see for those darker colors how that bone color is going to go over it. So anyways, I'm producing these videos as I get them and releasing them as I get them. So as I get them done for the speed paint, unlike the other videos I record pretty far ahead. So you're going to see these as I have them done. And I'm trying for a Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes Saturday. We're going to see if I get the next color on these guys here before Thursday. But I at least wanted to give you an update here on Tuesday on what's going on with them. The other thing too is this guy was the Rust-Oleum spray paint. So you see I've got this little touch-up I need to do here, but this is Rust-Oleum spray paint. So obviously I don't have a paint that matches it. But I did some testing, and I think this Dungeon Gray is actually going to do good. And actually, why not take a little quick look at this? What I did here, I'll show this to you. Let's see if I can get this kind of mixed up. Looks like we got a little bit of a dark splotch there. Can I get that mixed up? What I did here is I actually tested on the base. You can see right there. You see that little bit of a difference in color right there? That's the difference of this color to the Rust-Oleum. So as I'm touching this up here, it's going to be just a slightly different gray color. Let's get that on there, and then when we do this again, next video I'll give you an update on how that covered over. But there we go. Just kind of painted in his little helmet. Oopsie there. And we'll see how that goes. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there with the speed paint. I'm enjoying it so far. It's very similar to contrast paint. I'll have to admit, I am, come on, focus. I am not really a huge fan of contrast in general. And so speed paint's still kind of a little bit of a hard sell for me, though it is working really well. So I gotta kind of, I don't know. I gotta, there's a big splotch that I gotta get touched up here. I gotta play with it more, and then I'll do a final review of what I think about it. But so far, it's performing about like contrast does, and I tend to use contrast paints for things other than just painting models. So if you look at some of the previous videos, you'll see the video where we used contrast paints to paint power swords. That looks like it's going to cover over pretty well. I'll give you an update on that one as well. So that's kind of what I like to use contrast paint for. So this is a little bit of a new thing for me, painting minis with it, but trying it out, testing it out, hopefully showing you something cool. So let me know kind of things that you want to see done. I've seen a lot of great comments. Thank you for that. We're going to be testing as many of those as we can. All right, just a quick update for today. Take care. Thanks for watching.